commandment that Nuwaubians or us.
Nubians or us?
Yeah, black people.
Well, I can tell you about us because I ain't sure about the Nubians, right? When I say us, Negroes, right? We are the children of Israel according to the Bible, right?
Yes, right.
Right, see that, right? You agree? That's right. So let me show you. It's plenty commandments we as the children of Israel broke because us to be in slavery, right? Right. What is our commandment? Something God said to do or don't do, right? So let me show you a simple commandment. One of the simple commandments we break as men of Israel and cause we to be here and still here, right?
That's it!
Where your father from? Oh. I need you. Right. Who might bite me mostly from the China dish, right? Right. Come on, Deuteronomy 101. Deuteronomy 101. So I can show you today who is according to the scriptures, right? We are going here, you're not going to get us in no church.
That's right.
Right? Read.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 1 and verse 1.
Bring it on!
These be the words which Moses spake unto all Israel.
The book of Deuteronomy is only pertaining to the house of Israel. No other nations is included in the book of Deuteronomy, right? Give me verse chapter 28 and verse 1. Right? So I'm going to show you some lessons and then I'm going to show you the curses, right? If you had applied the commandments, we would be on top. Right? Read.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 1. And it shall come to pass,
And it shall, which is future, right? Read.
if thou shalt hearken diligently
If the children of Israel had listened to the Most High, read.
unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe and to do all his commandments,
To observe means to do what the Most High said, right? Read.
which I command thee this day,
Which you have no man here, so I read.
that the Lord thy God will set thee on high above all nations of the earth.
You understand what the Most High now said? What it is to be above all nations on earth? To rule.
That's right.
To rule all nations on the earth. Because at a point in time we was ruling as a nation.
That's right.
But we fall because of sin. Right? Give me verse 15. This is the flip side of us not ruling here. Read.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 15. But it shall come to pass,
But it shall come to pass.
if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe and to do all his commandments and his statutes which I command thee this day, that all these curses,
All is what?
all these curses
Read.
shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
So all the curses that the Most High said was going to happen to the Israelites happen to us because of us breaking the commandments.
That's right.
Right? Remember this. Verse 32. Bring it on! Verse 46. Yeah, verse 45.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 45. Moreover, all these curses shall come upon thee and shall pursue thee and overtake thee till thou be destroyed.
So all the curses that the Most High said in Deuteronomy said will happen had happened to the nation of Israel. That's why we was destroyed and we don't know who we are today. Right? Continue.
Because thou hearkenest not unto the voice of the Lord thy God,
Yeah, that's just because we listen to what God said to do. Read.
to keep his commandments and his statutes which I commanded thee. Verse 46. And they shall be upon thee for a sign and for a wonder, and upon thy seed forever.
Curses the Moses done upon the Israelites was going to be upon us for a sign to identify the day for the children of Israel. That's how we can pinpoint in the scriptures who the children of Israel today. Hello, sis. How you going? Sis, so go on, sis. That's the only way. Let me just not even make point, sis. What we're teaching here is who we people are according to the scriptures, right? Who people are according to the scriptures. So you know you are according to the Bible, sis. Who is according to the Bible? Who? yourself according to the Bible. Huh? What we do here, God called men to do this. Right? The moment them to be in a building congregation, but we are sent out to do the most high will. Right? But now in the Bible say, right? Well, you want to 8 and 4. So I will share, right? So we're doing such a teaching of people who are according to the Bible. The city state of our people today, who don't know who they are according to the Bible. Right? So this is not to be a shame on a thing. And I once was in that same position, he was in sign up listening the same way. Right? But the most I call hear this.
The book of Proverbs. The book of Proverbs, chapter 8 and verse 4. Unto you, O men, I call.
Unto you, O men, I call. That is the most I read.
And my voice is to the sons of man.
This is the Bible, the most I talk to. What voice is in this scripture? We're not coming down and talk to nobody. This year, what we're doing here is the final warning here. Before Christ come back to judge you. So give me back Deuteronomy, one-on-one. So sis, I'm going to share. Sis, give me. Right, sis. Take care, have a blessed day, sis. Right? Come here, sis. Or sis, wait, we busy your brothers, don't worry. Right? Read.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 1. And it shall come to pass, if thou shalt hearken diligently unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe and to do all his commandments, which I command thee this day, that the Lord thy God will set thee on high above all nations of the earth.
So the children of Israel, right, would have been above all nations upon the face of the earth if we had kept the commandments of God. But we have broken the commandments and we become a base people, meaning we become lower than all the nations God set upon the face of the earth. Right? Give me verse 15.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 15.
Right?
But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God,
If the Israelites didn't listen to God,
to observe and to do all his commandments, which I command, and his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses,
all is what?
all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
So the curses that God had laid out, which Moses had wrote about approximately about 2,500 years ago, right? This was written. Right? So Moses was talking to the children of Israel in the wilderness. Say, hey, if all of you listen to Most High word, all these curses here would have come upon the children of Israel, right? Read verse 32. Read.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 32. Thy sons and thy daughters shall be given unto another people.
Give me the sign. Son. So our sons and our daughters was given to another people, right? Tell me who, what race of people this up? Right? So our sons and our daughters was given to another people here. Where do you think they're doing here? They're selling, right? This is our people. We have sold on auction blocks. This is the white man here bidding. Right? For the healthiest prime Negro he could get. Right? For his plantation. Right? Read.
Thy sons and thy daughters shall be given unto another people, and thine eyes shall look and fill with longing for them all the day long.
So what it means by the eyes shall be longing for all of them day long, meaning that we have no power to receive our sons and daughters when the white man have sold the family to the other races, right? You understand? We have no power to do that to redeem our sons and daughters. Read.
And there shall be no might in thine hand.
Meaning we have no power to redeem them. Read.
Verse 33. The fruit of thy land and all thy labor. The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 48. Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies, which the Lord shall send against thee in hunger.
In hunger. So the Most High, for us breaking the commandments, listen. For us breaking the law, statutes, and commandments of the Most High have sent our enemies against us, which is the so-called white man here. Right? He's the one that sold us into captivity. When the Most High allowed it for us breaking the commandments, right? So we now have to serve our enemies for what? Read.
In hunger.
In hunger meaning food. Anything we want, we have to go to our enemies with. Right?
And in thirst. And in nakedness.
And thirst meaning anything we want to drink. Correct. Johnny Walker, all these things. We don't produce these things. Sagan, all these men, old card, and all these Angus and all these things. We have to go to these men for the water of all things. Right? Read.
and in the want of all things, and he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck.
Since this nation of people had yokes of iron upon the neck, they not happen to our forefathers. We didn't went trade, but our forefathers went trade. Right? That yokes of iron upon their neck. Read.
And they shall have yokes of iron upon thy neck until we have destroyed thee.
Till we are mentally destroyed as a race of people. What should they? What shall we walk around blind? We don't know that we are God's chosen people. So that is why we have come out to bring the remembrance back to our people. Because the Most High command us to go into the highways and hedges and compel them to come in. We have to force our people to come in. Why? Because they're stiff-necked and rebellious. That is why we break the commandments of God. We do our own thing, right? You know, Deuteronomy chapter 22 and verse 5. So hear this, right, sis? This is a commandment from God. We didn't write this book. We just read a really book having it. Right? This is for the children of Israel. Right? So don't feel no how when you would have gone through. Don't feel no how, right? This is just for correction. Right? Because they didn't know. Read.
The book of Deuteronomy chapter 22 and verse 5. No woman shall not wear that which pertaineth unto a man.
So what pertaineth unto a man that a woman is not supposed to wear? Read it up.
The book of Deuteronomy chapter 22 and verse 5. The woman shall not wear that which pertaineth unto a man.
So what do a woman wear that pertaineth unto a man? Right? So listen. I can tell you, which is pants, right? Pants and a zipper. That is for what? Warriors. For warriors, you know, man of man is about zipper right here. Right? Read.
Neither shall a man put on a woman's garment.
Neither shall a man put on a woman's garment. So if you see us stand up here, right? Teaching you what I go on, dressing on and Bible. You don't take us serious? No, you can't disrespect the word of God. You understand? God tell us to do something, the creator of all things. Why you won't follow it? So if you see us here stand up, with justice here, well, now I'm preaching the Bible, you will take us serious. Read.
For all that do so are an abomination unto the Lord thy God.
So God sees that as abomination. When they go and start to wear pants, in the late 1960s, right? Our foremothers, even though they was in slavery, they was not picking, they didn't have on pants. Even though they was picking cotton and things, they didn't have on pants, they had on skirts and dresses. You understand? That's why they had a remembrance of them, who knew who they are. But now today, we totally gone. Right? You know that Christ was a black man upon his Bible? You know that Christ was a black man upon his Bible? Huh? Walk and find it in the book. You know? So you don't have an idea what's back? Revelation 1
The book of Revelation chapter 1 and verse 1. The revelation of Jesus Christ, which God...
This here is going to be the reveal of how Jesus look, how he truly look, right? So watch his image here. So we go see if this image match up. We go see if this image match to what the Bible talk about, if this image match, right? Listen carefully.
The book of Revelation chapter 1 and verse 1. The revelation of Jesus Christ, which God gave unto his servant, which God gave unto him to shew unto his servants things which must shortly come to pass.
John the Revelator on the island of Patmos, right? Jump to verse 14.
The book of Revelation chapter 1 and verse 14. His head and his hairs were white like wool.
So watch here, right? His head and his hairs were white like wool, right? Do this man have white woolly hair? Listen. Do this man have white woolly hair? You see in the image, right? Should I strike one for this image, right?
As white as snow, and his eyes were as a flame of fire.
Right, so why do you think that Christ's eyes was a flame of fire? Who come to your mind? Who's the first miracle Christ did? Right? Yeah, right? You can shame up, right?
The book of Genesis chapter 49 and verse 12. His eyes shall be red with wine.
So you hear that his eyes shall be red with what? Exactly right. Because Christ drank wine. Right? So that is why his white in his eyes became red. Because when you drink enough, the white of your eyes become red, right? Read.
Verse 15. Revelation chapter 1 and verse 15. And his feet like unto fine brass.
It's Christ, so Christ's feet now are as fine brass. What is it called, brass? Brass is a derivative of brown. A brown, right? Just like a 5 cents or 5 cents or so. That is what the Bible explains, right?
As if they burned in a furnace.
As if they burn in a furnace. So if you take something and they burn it in a furnace, what color does it get? That's right. So Christ, so this image have nothing to do with this image here, what the Bible pertains to. Right? This was set up by Caesar Borgia. Right? And Pope, that is Pope Alexander, the son of Pope Alexander V of Rome. That is his son here. Leonardo da Vinci painted this image and portrayed as Christ. That is where they went on all the slave plantations, right? That is what on all the slave plantations they went and brainwashed our people with this image here, right? So let me show how Christ is addressed according to the scriptures. Let me Timothy, 2 Timothy 2:9.
The book of 1 Timothy chapter 2 and verse 9. In like manner also. In like manner also, that women adorn themselves in modest apparel.
The scriptures say a woman supposed to adorn themselves in modest apparel. What is modest apparel to you? Right. Just to cover up your body. That is what the Most High say, right? Listen.
With shamefacedness and sobriety, not with braided hair or gold or pearls or costly array, but which becometh woman, professing godliness with good works.
He says so. When you have all these things on you're showing forth godliness with good works. If you come out exposing yourself like that, what will attract? Sexual attention. Right? It cause mental lust. So we cannot dress as a daughter of Zion. You can't portray yourself. That's how you portray yourself. So society taught us how to dress, not according to God. See, that is what our forefathers failed of doing, teaching young women to be women. You understand? Remember 1 Timothy 5 verse 14. Right here, what Christ said. Listen, one more says, listen.
The book of 1 Timothy chapter 5 and verse 14. I will therefore that the younger woman marry.
When everyone says, read it again.
The book of 1 Timothy chapter 5 and verse 14. I will therefore that the younger woman marry.
So it's a godly thing for young sisters to get married. Right? Read.
Their children.
Read.
Guide the house.
Guide the house with what? According to the scriptures, right? Read.
Give not occasion to the adversary to speak reproachfully.
You see, so we are supposed to give our enemies, which is the other nation, to speak reproachful of the Israelites. But today, you feel like other nations will take us serious as a people. Watch at a alarming rate we be doing one another. Anonymous hatred we have for one another. We can expect our brother that's going to know their soul without no remorse. Right? That is how we become. Right? That is gross darkness our people in.
Shalom, Israel. This is Bishop Nathaniel. I want you to know that you can view all our Sabbath classes live on IUIC TV. That's right, I said on IUIC TV. Download the app today. Shalom.
So say again, this again. Again, this nowhere else. Except right here. The church is not teaching our people. I show you today you didn't know you was an Israelite according to you. I didn't know that. All praises. So you learn that today, right?
The book of Deuteronomy chapter 10 and verse 12. And now Israel, what do the Lord thy God require of thee? But to fear the Lord thy God,
Right?
to walk in all his ways,
walk in all God's ways is to keep the commandments, right? Read.
And to love him. And to...
How is love God? You know how to love God? Oh. To pray, no, according to the Bible, I see it here, right? How to really love God. Read.
The book of 1 John chapter 5 and verse 3. For this is the love of God, that we keep his commandments, and his commandments are not grievous.
So this is how to love God, by us applying the scriptures in our lives. This is how we show God that we love him. We can't just talk and say we love God, but we're not going to take us serious. So we have to apply the Bible to our lives for change.
That's right.
That is how we got change as a people. We will watch each other as what? Enemies. Right? Read.
The book of Deuteronomy chapter 10 and verse 12. And now Israel, what do the Lord thy God require of thee? But to fear the Lord thy God, to walk in all his ways, and to love him, and to serve the Lord thy God with all thy heart and with all thy soul.
So sisters, that's how we have to keep to show God we love him. We have to apply the scriptures within our lives for change. Right? That is the only how we will show God that we love him. Right? So you understand, right? So on the flyer, we have the number and so you can WhatsApp us. And our school is located in Pego, Shogonas. Right? How are you going, Daddy? Good day. My name is Sola Johnson.
My name is Paul, Michael Paul.
Michael Paul.
I want to know one of the commandments that we broke that have us enslaved.
Alright. One, give me
That's all I want.
verse 15. One of the commandments.
We are children. We walk out with all the children.
Yeah, you still.
Right, let go of the side.
Oh, give you
Hey, uncle, shalom. Happy Sabbath. What's the question?
I want to know one of the commandments that Nuwaubians or us have broken.
Nubians or us?
Yeah, black people that
Well, I can tell you about us because I ain't sure about the Nubians, right? I say us, Negroes, right? We are the children of Israel according to the Bible, right? Right, see that, right? You agree? That's right. So let me show you. It's plenty commandments we as the children of Israel broke because us to be in slavery, right? Right. What is our commandment? Something God said to do or don't do, right? So let me show you a simple commandment. One of the simple commandments we break as men of Israel and cause we to be here and still here, right?
That's it!
Come here, Leviticus 21 and 5. Listen this. God speaking to Moses. God speaking to Moses to speak to the children of Israel. They hear this commandment. Listen good.
The book of Deuteronomy chapter 21 and verse 5. They shall not make baldness upon their heads, neither shall...
Right, so that one of the commandments to the men of Israel, right? God saying the men of Israel should not make baldness upon their head. Like you get a razor and shave your head clean.
That's
Like
it!
Michael Jordan or like the Prime Minister, your head you shave it clean. God said, if the children of Israel, the men, don't do that. Read.
Neither shall they shave off the corners of their beards.
Neither should the men of Israel shave off their beard. That is a commandment of God.
That's
And that is one of the commandments we break and we end up in slavery and we still breaking today. The men of Israel not supposed to shave off their beard.
That's right!
You maybe didn't know it in the Bible all the years. But we learned that shaving thing from the other nations, especially the white man who brought we here as slaves. Them taught us our ways, and they taught us their ways, they taught us their customs, and they gave us their God, which is the white man, the white Jesus, like here. The white man give we that. The white man make we shave off we beard. And God said we had to break that. You see the Nubians and the Egyptians and the Canaanites and the Ethiopians. There is black people just like the East Indians too, black people. But it have a difference in not just black people. It have black people in every race. But we as a race, Negroes, are the children of Israel. You see the Africans, watch me, the Africans, the Egyptians, the Canaanites, the Libyans, the Ethiopians, them is the real Africans. Them sold us to the white man. That's right. Together with the Arabs, right? And when the white man brought us over here, he tell us he's Africans just because he bring me from Africa. But that's a lie, right? According to the Bible, we are the children of Israel. Watch this. What are you reading from here?
The Zondervan Bible Dictionary.
Let me show you. Watch you cover that. Watch this. This is a Bible dictionary, right? That's written by scholars, white scholars, right? There means people their whole life researching information that we don't know, right? And then what they write inside it, read. Listen, hold on. You know, remember the flood, right?
Yeah.
Noah and the ark and the 3 sons, right? Right. So read. Ham is one of Noah's sons, the 3 sons, right? Remember after the flood, everybody dead. It only had 8 people. 4 men. Noah and the 3 sons. That you only 4 male alive, right? Read.
Ham, the youngest son of Noah, born probably about 96 years before the flood.
So Ham is Noah's last son. He born 96 years before the flood. So when the flood come, he was 96 years old. But you know in them days he living real long, so he's still strong, right? Right, read.
And one of 8 persons to live through the flood. He became the progenitor of...
He became what?
The progenitor...
You know what that word mean, the progenitor? Right.
Of the dark races.
Of black people.
Not the Negroes.
Read again. He became the progenitor of black people, but what?
Not the Negroes.
Not the Negroes, which is we. And you're a Negro? So Ham is the forefathers of all the black people, but not the Negroes because his father was one. Right? What you saying there? Who's get sold on slave ships? Negroes, what you say? To be sold. A cargo of Negroes. So Negroes get sold on the slave ship, off of the slave ship. And Ham is not the father of the Negroes. He's the father of the other black people. So, and who gets sold on slave ship? Not our foreparents. So then that makes us Negroes. But the Bible says in Deuteronomy 28 and verse 68. Watch this, daddy. Connecting the dots, right? 1 and 1 is 2, 2 and 2 is 4, right? So you're seeing here that there's a difference in black people and Negroes, right? We is Negroes. We was sold on slave ships, right? Our foreparents, right? But what should the Bible say who that would have happened to?
The book of Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 68. And it shall come to pass, and the Lord...
Give me verse 1. Let me get it from the start, right?
The book of Deuteronomy chapter 1 and verse 1. These be the words which Moses spake unto all Israel.
Unto everybody.
Unto all Israel.
Unto the Nuwaubians.
Unto all Israel.
So God speaking right there to the children of Israel. After the Red Sea, God speaking to the children of Israel alone. Alone, right? Right, give me verse 68.
The book of Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
So God telling the children of Israel that he will bring them in Egypt again. You know what Egypt mean? Egypt mean? Egypt in the dictionary, it means bondage. It means slavery. And also, because the children of Israel was in slavery in Egypt for 400 years, every time they hear Egypt, what they gonna think? Slavery. Like if you was in jail on Carrera for 50 years and a man tell you want to go back Carrera? What I mean? You want to go back jail? Right. So God telling the children of Israel, I go carry all them back into slavery again. How?
With ships.
On slave ships. When you examine history from creation to today, who went into slavery on slave ships? We.
That's right.
Right? That is a fact. Look at it, watch it. Where the picture, where the slave ship. Turn around and say it. We had the history there to show. Our forefathers and foremothers came to the Caribbean, the America, on slave ships. But the Bible just said to Moses that could only happen to the children of Israel.
That's it.
So what I make we? Watch it. You're on point here. Well, listen. The Bible says that the children of Israel will go into slavery on slave ships. And when we examine history, we see it happen. Somebody went into slavery on slave ships. But who? That happened to we. So that makes us the Israelites. We are the Israelites. So we're not Africans. Yes, we come from there.
What is a nation? Nation is men leading by example. Nation is family. Nation is community. Nation is children with role models. Nation is unity. Nation is you.
And finally, my brethren, be strong in the Lord. His word, His word.